Good morning, good evening, good night, y'all. Wherever you at, hello. Today is, I think, August the 14th, 2025. And I titled this video, so I saw this post. So I saw this post of a teacher. I don't know how old it is, but it looks very recent because you know how all the kids are going back to school and everybody's posting their back to school photos and, you know, teachers are posting stuff. Most of it is harmless, but I saw this one particular post. And the student was recording the teacher. The teacher is greeting all the kids the first day of school. The video is not the problem. It's what the teacher, this female teacher is wearing. And she is wearing one of those tight pencil skirts, right? And a revy fitted blouse that ties in the front. And these real strappy thin heels, right? And the student is like, look at my teacher, she a baddie, right? Now, this teacher got body, okay? Body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Body in the back, body in the front. Yes, she's covered up, but everything that she has on is tight. And it looks like she is a teacher to high school students. And I normally don't comment on certain stuff and even post. I'm really cautious of what I comment on and what I post even on my page more now than ever, because I do believe you got to be mindful of even when you're addressing people and talking about people you don't know, even if it's wrong, I still believe that you should be mindful of how you deliver a message, because you don't want your message to get diluted because all it sounds like you're doing is attacking people. You want to make sure that when you're delivering a message, especially of criticism, that it's coming from a genuine place, a loving place, but it's still correction. Mind you, there's some people who don't want to hear it, because even when you're coming from a place that's very sincere, they're just very prideful and they don't want to hear it. However, sometimes you just got to say it, okay? Regardless of what people going to say or think. But this teacher in particular, she's a black woman. And like I said, she is a teacher of high school students. Now, with how she look, okay, and people be like, in the comments, of course, people can be like, oh, you judging, or, you know, she can't help her shape. You're right. I truly believe she can't help her shape. But I truly believe it's important that you're mindful of your shape and what you're putting on, because what you have on could really be a distraction. And I got the sense, like I said, I don't know this person. That's why I'm not sharing the video or I'm not saying anything. I'm just going by what I saw, okay, with my eye. I get the sense that this woman wore that outfit on purpose. I get the sense that she wore those tight clothes on purpose because she wants to be a distraction. And my thoughts when I saw it, because a lot of people actually in the comments, because I always go to the comments. I always go to the comments to read them, because it's interesting to see what people say. But when I was reading the comments, most people in the comments did not agree with her outfit, because they were saying that it was very tight. It's a distraction. And I have to agree. Most of the comments said that she should not be wearing such tight outfit. And it's a distraction. And one thing I also keep in mind too is that y'all think that men are just predators. Women are predators too. All right? There are some women who go out of their way. Listen, keep living long enough. And I know you heard them stories of teachers, women teachers, who are having sexual relationships with their students, high school boys, even girls. But I think sometimes we forget that there are predators who are not just men, because we always just focus on men. But there are predators who are women too. And I realize that boys at a high school level, it starts in middle school, but high school level, OMG, they have little to no self-control of their hormones. Their mind is on certain activity. And they really, you have to help guide them, not guide them into doing things that are inappropriate at their age. And I just get the sense that she is very aware of what she's doing. And she wore that outfit on purpose to be a distraction to these young boys. I see how young boys move. High school boys, like I said, out of control. If grown men are entertaining certain women on OF sites, and grown men are entertaining 19 to 20-year-old women, what you think high school boys are doing? they don't have the self-control. If a grown man don't have the self-control, right? I could only imagine how high school boys are. And I know how they are. So I just think that a lot of people try to hide behind a like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, or I can't help my shape, or I can't help how my shape is. Even when I go to the gym, a lot of women purposely, I think it's out of control now. I'm a woman and I'm even uncomfortable with some of the things I see some women wear in the gym. You know, a lot of women act like they're clueless to the fact that they're half naked and we could see your butt cheeks and your breasts is out and you're bent over. Another thing, you know, and then they pretend like, then they get offended when somebody says something, or they'll be like, oh my gosh, he's looking at me. Girl, what do you think he's gonna look at you? Men are really naturally programmed to look. But then you have on that and think that they're really not gonna look. I just think sometimes women are absolutely ridiculous. And I'm a woman and I'm just like, we are absolutely ridiculous sometimes. And delusional. And as a teacher, back to the video I saw, as a teacher, you're bending down, you're picking things up, you're turned, and that's what I'm saying. She had a real tight skirt, and she has a body in the back, body in the front. So she has to sit down, she got to get up, she got to write, she got to turn her back to the classroom and point to the board and write on the board. All the kids are seeing is her butt. That's all they're seeing is her butt. They can't even focus on what she's teaching. And that's why I said it's purposeful. So y'all should be, I'm not going to post a video because I don't think it's necessary for me to post a video. But if you come across it, you might see what I'm talking about. And it's really sad because we're leading our men to be lustful. And I think it's important. I have 2 boys. I have 2 sons. And I just want to make sure that my husband and I teach them not to lead with lust. And I think it's important that we teach our boys too not to get trapped by these grown women who are actually trying to trap your sons. It's all predatory if you ask me. And I'm very aware that women could be predators too, not just men. So you all take care. God bless. And if you come across the video, you probably gonna see what I'm talking about. Because I had to go like, oh, she wore that on purpose. She wore that on purpose. She thinks she's slick. But y'all take care and God bless.